Hey everybody, Sean here from boardparacord.com. Today we are going to make a 3-color single-stranded bracelet, and we're using a 1/2 inch buckle. You could probably use a 3/8 inch buckle. I don't have any right here. But yeah, this is going to just basically lay across your wrist as 3 strands, just like that. And we're just going to attach it to just a regular buckle today. So the first thing I want to do is I have goldenrod, neon yellow, and charcoal here. So we're just going to take one of these colors for now and try to measure how long we want to make this. And one thing you want to keep in mind is that the buckle is going to take up a little bit of room here. So one way you can do this is we're going to just run this cord right through the buckle. Oh, I forgot to melt these ends. Well, I melted that one. Okay, so we're going to run the cord through the buckle just like this. I'm just going to tighten one of these, and this will give us a really good idea of how long the cord needs to be. So we'll pull this one tight, and you can kind of see how I did that. Just ran the cord through there. And we want this to overlap on itself a good 1/2 inch to 1 inch, because we're going to be wrapping both of these. So, and then we can cut off the extra. So it's okay to have a little more. It's probably going to end up being cut off here, so it's okay to have a little extra. And we're going to cut that one right there. So let me get my hand out of here. Cut this one here. And it was this end, because this one needed to be melted. So we'll just burn both of these, or melt both of these real quick. Be very careful if you're using a torch lighter. And I'm going to use my smoothing tool and a pair of scissors to flatten those, because I also don't see my pliers. Okay, so this is the length we want to do for all 3 of these. So we have this end melted. Yeah, I melted 3 and didn't melt the others. Okay, so we have our 3 ends completely together. Make sure they're all the same, and then just pull it all through until you get close to the end on this other side here, and we'll make our cut right where the end of that one is, just like that, and get those out of the way. And then we need to do the same thing with these 2 ends. Get those melted, and then we'll do this again. It's a good way to flatten your ends if you don't have a pair of those pliers that we sell on the website, although those pliers are very helpful for other things too. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is get these cords through one end of the bracelet, and you can do these 2 different ways. You can have the cords coming up from the back side and fold over top, and then they'll be, we're going to do like a constrictor type thing where we just wrap around and then pull it nice and tight. So you can have something like this where it'll be kind of pinched here and the cords will be on the top, or you can do it the other way where you put the cords in from the top down to the back, and they'll fold on themselves underneath of the bracelet. Now the advantage of doing it this way is that they're kind of out of the way, you don't really see them. The disadvantage is that these ends being a little hard, they might irritate your skin, but what you can do is after you do the wrap, you cut the ends off and just let them fray out. They'll be nice and soft that way too. So yeah, you can do it either way. This is from the back side. The advantage of doing it on the top is you don't have to worry about the plastic or the nylon, the melted nylon. And the disadvantage is that you would see it more. I'm going to do it from the back side, and I think I'm just going to cut these off after we're finished wrapping this. So once I get the 3 colors and in there where I want them, looks like this yellow one's a little shorter. There we go. We're going to take a piece of the micro, and I want to do probably around 14 inches, I would say. It's probably plenty. Make sure you hit the ends with a little bit of heat, just enough so that they don't fray. Just like that. Let them cool just a little. And we are going to basically fold these over. You're going to create a loop just like this with the microcord. So it's twice the length, and you're going to lay it on top. And you want to have this loop past where the cords came up through the buckle. I'm going to zoom in just a little here because we have to basically wrap this, and then when we get to the end we go up through that loop on the end. So once you have all of this kind of sandwiched on here, we can start to wrap. And you want to do this going back towards and that might not have been enough cord, but that's all you need to do. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have 6 passes there. And what I'm going to do here is you take your end through this loop, just like that, and then you pull this other end like this, and then you can tighten everything up. And see how it kind of pulled it inside? You might want to do just a little extra cord. Oh, a little more cord than what I did on this one. But yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Maybe move this up a little. Let's see if we can slide this. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. But yeah, that's a real easy one to do. And then you just want to pull as hard as you can. And I think I like where that's at. That should work pretty good. So I'm going to cut my microcord here. And also right here. Now this is a piece where you do want to melt the ends so that they don't pull through what you just did. And I got to be really careful because I can't see this flame. There we go. I think that'll work just fine. Where's my smoothing tool? Smoothing tool is great. If you don't have a smoothing tool, I just burnt my thumb. If you don't have a smoothing tool, definitely pick one up. They're only a few bucks, and this is probably my #1 tool in my whole kit. And we're gonna go ahead and leave that just like it is. Let me pull that yellow through just a little more. But yeah, it fills up a 1/2 inch buckle really nicely. I have no doubt that a 3/8 inch buckle would do just as well. And I'm going to cut the ends off. These are the melted ends. And just let them fray out. Since you pull so tight on this part, you don't have to worry about the cord pulling back through. It should hold very well. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Now I'm going to save you a little bit of time on this video. I'm not going to show you basically what we did again. Just remember that if you went through top down, that you do top down on this end. And if it makes it a little easier, go ahead and unbuckle this and lay everything out so that you can see how you did it here and just match it. So we went top down last time, and this is just the part where I'll show you. You want to make sure you go top down just like that. And not only that, but you want to make sure that the cords don't cross. You want to make sure you don't do something like this, because then your bracelet will have that twist in there. So get all your cords all lined up and then put them through. And that one's not going to make it through. I didn't flatten that one. And that one might not even... Yep, that one's not going to make it through either. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then when I come back, I'll show you kind of what I did here. So I'll be back. All right, so I've finished up the other side. Um, One thing I did was I did one less loop here, and when I did the loops, or when I wrapped it, I left the paracord quite long here. It was about 2 or 3 inches past where it's cut here, and that's just so it makes it a little easier when you're cutting it. And you can see these are already starting to fray out a little bit, which is fine because they're nice and soft. They'll be fine just against your wrist. They'll be just fine. But yeah, this turned out really nice. I'm kind of surprised at how easy this one was, and the effect that you get. I mean, a lot of people always ask, how can you do 3 colors in a bracelet? Well, this is a real easy way to do it. It doesn't use a lot of paracord. I think each one of those strands of cord, maybe a foot, if that. So you're looking at about 3 feet of paracord and about 3 feet of the microcord to finish it off. So I hope you like this one. I know I haven't done a video in quite a while, so this will get you caught up. And don't forget to check us out. Hit on boardparacord.com. You can get all the tools you just saw in this video there. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And there's also on there like an alert button where it'll send you an email every time I produce a new video for you guys. So don't forget to do that, and also facebook.com/groups/paracordon. And you can see that's where a lot of people post all of their stuff and where you can post. And I hope to see you in there. And until next time, paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.